It is a complete mangled mess of metal. I mean, it's twisted to the point that you cannot even recognize it. And I'm wondering whether that was, in fact, a train car or whether it is some other, vehicle or thing that this, train slid into, because there's a lot of action going around there with flashlights.
It is an understandable question, actually, Lucy, because there are a lot of areas of wrecked cars and abandoned vehicles, almost looking like a scrapyard of sorts. As I say, I've traveled that route on many occasions on the Northeast Corridor. And so it is understandable that you wouldn't be able to tell whether it was necessarily part of the accident scene or just wrecked vehicles that have been there, for weeks, months, even years. I can tell you that theoretically, if this is in fact what we think in terms of the Amtrak run that would have been coming in from the direction of New York, theoretically the train should not have been traveling at all that high a rate of speed, because now there are multiple stops there, and as you head into 30th Street Station, again, I don't want to get too far ahead of myself in terms of speculating on speed and so forth. All I can tell you is that in theory, this was toward the end of the run where the train would be coming in, approaching 30th Street Station before long, and it's not a particularly high-speed run. But again, you don't want to do too much speculating there.
Exactly. Well, Bruce, we do know that the train was going from D.C. to New York City, and reports that we got was that the front of the train actually started to shake and then went off the rails. So yeah, you're right. We don't know what rate of speed it was traveling, but we can certainly see now there is a bit of a mangled mess. We're getting a better look now from Skyfox over this particular area, and just flashlights everywhere as these first responders are looking for anybody that might be have survived this particular accident.
Just interesting that the former Congressman Patrick Murphy was on this train and took some incredible photos. Again, the one that struck me was in the dining car, which appeared to be about at a 45-degree angle. And that gave you some sense of the desperation as people were trying to get out. The window was clearly broken to the right of the frame in that photo, and folks were obviously trying to climb out and help each other. Another couple of Philadelphia Fire Department vehicles have now come through. Special Weapons and Tactics Team truck from the Philadelphia Police Department has just entered the scene as well. And again, police and firefighters in numbers that I have frankly never seen before in the city in 20-plus years of reporting here. This is an incredible scene. We actually see a train to our right coming across an overpass, some sort of, it looks like a freight train of some sort. Sort of an interesting and bizarre sight in the midst of all of this. Not sure whether you're seeing our pictures or whether we are still seeing Skyfox at this point.
We've got Skyfox up right now, Bruce.
Yeah, we're trying to shoot some pictures via our live view equipment to give you a sense of what's going on here on the ground on Butler Street.
All right, no problem. Well, Bruce, we appreciate that, and we know we want to give you some time to get in front of the camera. We appreciate your insight there, and we'll check back in with you in just a few minutes, we hope. And